fire of Earth attraction, beyond the limits of the world, where man and machine and spirit unite. Born by the power of lightning, into the 21st century. It is the end of the beginning. It is the time of Superforce.
You were right about Big, Zach.
I followed your suggestions and explored unusual sources, looking for correspondences.
Yeah, Mr. H matched Manly Big's voice print. According to CDI, he's one of the world's most wanted criminals.
It would seem that Manly Biggs is in reality one Bennett Hurd.
Or Bennett Hurd is Manly Biggs. The point is, according to the voice print, they're one and the same person.
Who is this Bennett Hurd?
He's an activist assassin.
He's a hitman, Zach, but only for causes he deems socially correct. He has about a dozen aliases, and he's a master of disguise.
His educational background exactly mirrors that which he invented for Biggs. Doctorate in microbiology and nuclear medicine. He created plasma weapons for the government that almost won us the Andean plant eradication wars.
After our tactical withdrawal, Hurd was disillusioned and dropped out of sight.
EB, see if you can tap into this guy's databanks. See what he's really up to.
It shouldn't be too much of a problem.
Megan,
What?
somebody's trying to tap into our computer.
Who?
I don't know. I can't trace it. There's a one-way micro cipher code attached.
Oh dear, he's trying to trace my tap back to this lab.
Bring me my laptop. Shouldn't take too long to crack this little code.
Mr. H, electronic countermeasures, quick.
What? There are no offices in that part of the complex. At least, none that I know of. They just took out my unit. No matter. I have the diagram committed to memory.
Well, that's that. Although I do always feel a twinge of guilt when I destroy another computer.
There's no time for that now. We've got a real problem. We've got to go down there and confront Biggs. Let's go.
I'm sure our little trek will lead us straight to FX Spinner and his associate, Zach Stone. And who knows, maybe he'd be Hungerford himself.
We'll have to kill them.
Oh, Megan, my dear, we're gonna kill everyone. Well, almost everyone.
There's no one here.
Could they be? They were here just a few minutes ago.
What's this?
Boy, Mr. H doesn't mess around.
They bolted because we're on him.
Well, as long as we're here, let's take a look at the lab.
FX, what are we looking for?
Scientific stuff.
Sounds good. Could you be a little more specific?
I don't know. Computer disk, notebooks, chloramplogen. You're the cop. Anything that looks suspicious.
I've got to get her out of there, FX. I've got to get her out.
Zach, no, stop, no! If she's infected and you break that glass, you'll infect us too. Come on, we got to get out of here. We'll figure out something. Come on.
But I'm sure we're not wrong. The entrance should be right here.
The lab is here. The entrance is not. It seems the reason we didn't know about this place is that someone wants to keep it a secret.
I'm getting worried. She should have been here by now.
This is Bridget. I can't take your call right now, but if you leave me a message, I'll get back to you as soon as possible.
Bridget, this is Ray. The party's about to start. If you're not here soon, we gotta go without you. Something's not right. I sure hope nothing's happened to her because of that cup.
Zach, we're gonna find something to help her. Mr. H has already copied all the data from Biggs's computer.
It's going to be a bit difficult. Biggs's data is decidedly incomplete.
I know. There's huge gaping holes in it. Like he keeps 2 books or something.
Yeah, he probably keeps the other set of books in his memory. What's that?
I don't believe it. The lab's computer barrier is being breached.
In all my years of being a computer, I never thought I'd see my monolaminar circuits defeated.
You mean someone's trying to break into the lab?
No, somebody's trying to break into Hungerford.
Reroute them, EV. Stop it.
Amazing. As fast as I try an evasive tactic, they analyze it and counter it.
What's happening,
Gentlemen, I have no means of resisting. I bow to a skill as great as my own.
Mr. Spinner, Mr. Stone. Whoever programmed your computer has earned my kudos.
How did you get into our system?
What do you want?
I just decided to talk with you. One last time. Before you die.
What's going on down there, Biggs? What have you done to Bridget?
Forget her. She's a lost cause.
You're the one who's about to be a lost cause.
As the situation stands, you don't have any leverage. You see, I've already found your secret lab. I know you've been into my lab. I know you've been through my computer banks. I know you've found nothing. Because all of the important information is up here. Committed to memory.
What kind of sick game are you playing?
Your friend is dying from the effects of an airborne virus, which I have created. You see, it floats upon the wind quite happily until it enters the body, whereupon it undergoes a metamorphosis and becomes very lethal very quickly. Megan and I are, of course, immune from its effects, having inoculated ourselves with a vaccine which we have developed. Quite a discovery, don't you think?
That's very different from a guy who's billed himself as a cancer researcher.
This is cancer research. There's a cancer spreading across the planet.
It's called human beings.
You see, in eons past, life was difficult, but there was an order, a driving force, survival of the fittest. With the advent of technology, the force was defeated. Technology by itself is wonderful, but it's been used to circumvent evolution.
What are you talking about?
Oh, come on. You get it. Technology has been used to allow the unfit to survive, the stupid, the afflicted, the people who in ages past would never have made the cut.
They don't just survive, they prosper. And they reproduce like some kind of disgusting bacteria.
I might point out, they reproduce far more prodigiously than the more accomplished and intelligent amongst us. The resources of the planet are overtaxed. We're running out of room to live. The planet has one choice: to start with a clean slate. A new gene pool. A new race.
A new master race is what you mean. You know, there was a guy a lot like you about 75 years ago. His name was Adolf Hitler.
Hitler was a racist. This isn't a racial issue. It's an intellectual one.
Yeah, and no doubt you'll get to decide who's intellectually sound enough to survive, who will get your vaccine and who won't.
Won't work, Biggs. You're trying to play God.
Believe me when I say, I take on this burden with a heavy heart. I would much sooner live out my life to old age, relaxing on a farm. But I owe it to the planet.
What kind of planet are you gonna have if you kill all living things?
You misunderstand me. I'm not killing all living things, just the genetically inferior human ones. I would never hurt animals. My virus has no effect on them whatsoever. I love animals. That's why all my research has been done on humans.
Imagine an airborne virus that is harmless to plants and animals and only kills people, well, except those whom we deem worthy of survival. A totally purified gene pool. You're a genius, Doctor.
You're a madman.
I've just released the virus into the Hungerford Industries air system. You have about 1 hour to live.
The virus is in the air system.
I conceal the air supply to this room.
I told you we would have to kill them.
And I told you we might. All right, let's pack our things and start spreading the good news.
I've activated the biohazard system. Hungerford Industries is sealed up tight. Nothing gets in, nothing gets out.
They're sealing off the building to keep the virus in. What a noble sacrifice.
What should we do?
Nothing. We'll continue to pack up the lab, and when they're all dead, we'll just open up the building. Or blast our way out.
Biggs is a lunatic! Thank God it's a 3-day weekend. We'd already have hundreds of casualties.
Gentlemen, I have a plan. I could trap a sample of the virus from the air passageways.
Right. We can analyze the genetic structure, maybe make a vaccine of our own.
There's not enough time. We need a sample of Biggs' vaccine.
Of course, Zach. The suit is impervious to viral infestation.
Yeah. I'll go through the airlock.
Yes, with a sample of Biggs' vaccine, we can whip this thing in no time flat.
It's sealed up. No problem. We'll just blast right through the wall.
She's already dead. What do you want?
That's a stupid question. I want the vaccine.
Oh, that. Well, that's all up here. Except, of course, for this one small sample here. Now you see it? Now you don't. My virus is in you, working its wonders.
You're too late. My virus has escaped into the world.
Max, EB. Come in.
Zach, we have some news.
It's too late. Some of Bridget's friends blew a hole in the wall. The virus is escaping right now.
It doesn't matter. We found a flaw in the virus.
In order to mutate more readily, Biggs was forced to make the lipoprotein shell of the virus too thin.
Zach, it's killed by sunlight.
What?
By sunlight. By sunlight, it kills the virus. Biggs never knew because he did all his experiments inside.
But what about the skylights in his lab?
No. It's the ultraviolet component of sunlight that does it. The skylights in the lab are made of a special glass that ultraviolet rays can't penetrate. So, let's tear this puppy out and let the sun shine in.
I guess Biggs wasn't as smart as he thought he was.